What's something that you've accomplished during the last 4 years that you're proud of?
Graduating high school, staying out of trouble. Well, I can't say the last 4 years. Hold on, you have to restart it.
Don't just keep going, it's fine.
Um, Working, mindset, having a good mindset, I guess, through everything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of any bad situation, can't look at the negative to it. You know, you gotta look at the positive. If anything, whether it's school, or it's your probation officer, or anything, your parents, any situation could be worse. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely have accomplished a lot in the last 4 years. Matured a lot. School helped me mature. This gotta be more set, planned out. I gotta think.
You're good.
No,
You're
you're good.
good.
Just let
I'll
it,
edit
You
it.
cry already.
just
Yeah.
let it flow.
I'll
Just let it
edit
all
it.
flow.
But like, what do you want me to talk about? Because like,
Yes.
I done been, all done been locked up. Like, I could throw that in there.
So we'll get regrets in a second.
Do you want me to throw experiences I had while I was
Yes,
locked
sir.
up?
If it
All that?
involves alcohol, drugs,
Let's-
stealing,
all right,
whatever,
all right, all
bring
right.
it down. Keep it real. This is a real story.
Here's your next one, right?
Yeah. All
And
right.
I'm gonna combine them.
Yeah.
Okay. What's something that you regret over the past 4 years? And if you could do something over, what would it be?
I regret smoking weed. I regret hanging around the wrong crowd of people. Because don't get me wrong, there's smart people, there's dumb people, there's people that want to see you do good and will help you do good. And then there's people that's gonna not necessarily do bad, but just have no motivation, no to do anything in life. They just want to do drugs and sit at home and play video games. And you should want more out of that early on. Because if you set yourself up early, when you're an adult, you'll be good. And I mean, as being probably like 13 years old. I mean, all y'all know I got in trouble plenty of times. 2.5 years, countless stupid things, pulling the fire alarm, battery, possession, everything. It's just I regret a lot of things. I'm trying to think, to put it in the. You said I could be explicit, but I'm trying to.
Do it.
All right, so per instance, the first time I got arrested, I was 12 years old, and it was for. I think it was just disobeying my placement because I was in foster care because my parents. Everyone got bad parents. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone, but. I got locked up, and it was like a place where I shouldn't have been for what I did. I was just disrupting placement. I didn't hurt no one. There was kids in there for selling drugs, shooting people. So I was a 12-year-old exposed to, you know what I'm saying, like all different types of new people. And you guys, we're from Madison, Indiana. I mean, there's not too much. There's bad things going around. There's drugs in this town. There's not too many gangs. Not many bad things happen, but seeing a perspective of people towards the city and more bad areas and like troubled kids, because like I was a troubled child, don't get me wrong, but what matured me was seeing all them kids and seeing some of them have motivation to do things in life, and some of them just, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go get back out and go rob this guy to get this money, or go sell this to get this, or go do this to get this. When in all reality, as a juvenile, as a child, you just need to focus on school and work. My mindset, I want to be financial free early on. A lot of kids do. But if you don't do good in school, it's very hard to do that. if you don't go to school, I mean, I got lucky. In my circumstances. I got lucky that I graduated. I did not think I was going to graduate. But no matter what circumstances you're in, you know what I'm saying, you just got to make the best out of it and keep on going, because if you just give up, then you never gonna achieve anything. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sit there and be unachievable, I guess.
What would you say if I said you didn't get lucky? That you
If
worked for this. Work
If
isn't
I didn't
luck.
get lucky, I could have gotten my GED 3 years ago, but I don't want to get my GED because a high school diploma is better.
Okay.
And I looked at that.
And you worked for that.
Yeah, and I was like, I'd rather have my high school diploma. And it's like proving it to, like, not even like, I don't talk to my family very much, but it's like, in general, proving it to people that you got your high school diploma is a big, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people, like my mom don't got a high school diploma. I think my dad do. A lot of people just don't care. A lot of people just, and I don't know what my mom said about things too. Is like I always want to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never want to take steps backwards. I always want to take steps forwards. If something bad happens, a series of things probably are going bad happen too if you got a bad mindset. Because if you got a bad mindset, it's like manifesting. Like, one bad thing happens, you have a bad mindset, and bad things are gonna keep happening. But if per se I got an F on the test, no, I don't even care about no test. If my girlfriend, for instance, I had something to do on the weekend, and this girl, I was gonna go to prom with her in Louisville. I couldn't go. I had family business. Can't go to LLC. It was too much money to be made on the weekend. We drew 2 hours away to make $2,000 on an HVAC job. So obviously I'm gonna take that than go to the Louisville prom. I'd rather go to the prom down here. But I'll go and look back, and she's posted up with a whole nother man. But the best thing you can do about it is just smile and just go on. You know what I'm saying? You can't look at any bad thing that happens to you. You can't just sit there and dwell on it and be sad because it gets you nowhere. And like, same thing with like the school situation. Like, if you may have all F's, you know what I'm saying, but that don't mean you're gonna fail high school. It just means you need to get on track.
You've kind of said it already, but what words of wisdom could you give to students who are struggling to find motivation?
I don't think motivation is a real thing. I think discipline is a real thing. Cause like, if you have a disciplined mindset, then what you want to happen is gonna happen. If motivation, like one day you get out of bed, I'm not motivated. You can't have that mindset. It's just like, I don't want to do nothing today. Well, I don't want to get up. I don't want to go to work. Cause I've had many of them days I don't want to go to school. I still have a lazy mindset sometimes of doing that. I'm not gonna say I'm the best mindset with some things, but you know what I'm saying.
Okay. What's something that you would tell your freshman self?
Don't get into a fight the second week of school. Don't get almost pending expulsion. Then I got put on probation for that, and that led to me getting arrested again, violating probation. So it's all like bad things add up. Like one bad thing, 2 bad things, 3 bad things. You just gotta, one bad thing happens, you gotta look at it in the best mindset you can, or you're not gonna be able to. I mean, we're gonna have to do this interview over again.
No.
Yes, we is. I'm gonna do it better.
That's perfect.
We know we're gonna do it better.
It's good.
Perfect.
We'll edit it too. So
I could do a way better one. These questions making me think. I could say a lot more better things.
And see, even just what you're saying right now is
I can't
perfect.
think. But what's going on?
Last one.
Yeah.
Final thoughts, final things you need to get off your chest, final anything that you have that you want to say in regards to kind of anything over 4 years, just your final thought on your experience and your struggles.
Always strive and prosper.
Thank you.
Love it.
You're awesome.
Always strive and prosper. I'm gonna get that tattooed on me.
Good.
And the foster home had bed bugs. So you know it's already a bad situation. You already grouped up in the room. So still kept a positive mindset, you know what I'm saying? My mom gonna get custody back of me. Eventually she did. Kept a good mindset. Went to my mom. Started hanging around with the wrong crowd. Really my older brother's a what you could consider a crackhead. But he's in prison right now. But started hanging around him. Started getting to the wrong things. Got put on probation, violated probation. My mom was also a drug addict. She's clean now, but she was a bad drug addict. My baby brother was on the floor one day just playing. It was like under the sink. He was eating a Tide Pod. So I got the screaming, woke my mom up off the couch. I was like, "What are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing this. She called the cops on me and tried to say I stabbed her. So I spent 3 months in Johnson County. And I was gonna have to spend 3 more months in there if I took it to trial. So I was just like, put me on probation, let me out. Cause I'm not sitting there for another 3 months. So I had that on my record, I had battery, but they released me, went back to her. And I love my mom to death, but it was just because she was on drugs. Like I don't get it, but I get it, I guess. But that from there, from the foster home to my mom's, I got locked up again. That's when like you in the teenage years, you know what I'm saying? And like, I didn't really have no role model. So like all the other kids doing bad shit around me was like rubbing off on me. So when I got out that second time, all that rubbed off on me. And it was just bad. You can tell.
Sorry,
She knows it was bad. Did a lot of bad things. I'm good now though, but just like being locked up, you can tell like some kids in there like are gonna like die in prison. Like there's some kids in there that, like you can tell like they're gonna go to prison for the rest of their life because they're like stabbing the grandma like crazy shit. And whole time I'm just a little 12-year-old in there for disrupting my placement. Didn't know what was going on. I was good. I was good though. It was good. But even if you tried to keep your nose clean, you'd still get into a fight. And that's what I'm saying. Like with like the kids getting in trouble in school, like one thing leads to another. You don't go to school. You get put on probation. Maybe you smoke weed. You violate probation. They send you off, and then boom, when they send you off, you around. Unless you're not from here, you're around a whole variety of group of kids that I would not necessarily dangerous, but got short fuses. And what didn't make sense to me is kind of off topic, but why would you like prison too? Why would you put a bunch of angry people or a bunch of drug addicts around each other? Because it does nothing but, you know what I'm saying? Help them communicate all their little ideas and makes them worse. So when I got out, I was 2 times as worse, doing 2 times worse of stuff. They released me back to my mom. I started selling weed. I got raided in. My mom, well, really, it was my mom's fault. She snitched on me. I mean, I love my mom. She did drugs, but I mean, she told on me, did the right thing, I guess. And how old? I was 14 then. I went back to Johnson County, and then from there they put me in like a rehabilitation center for like rehab because Nancy, my DCS worker, played. I don't know if you know what DOC is. The worst of the worst it could get. Right there, so many times I've been on the edge. But Nancy has came through and saved me. But they sent me to eval for 2 weeks. It was when COVID happened. So like everyone was freaking out. I only got 1 phone call. I didn't want to call my mom because she done, you know what I'm saying, did the thing with my little brother. I ain't had no one to call, sitting in the cell, I ain't had nothing. And still, I was like, it's gonna be good. We good, you know what I'm saying? And then about 2 weeks later, they released me out of It's Logansport DOC. I didn't get my head shaved because the barber couldn't come in because it was COVID, so I was happy about that. But the kids in there, oh my goodness! And like when they tell you like you really do gotta take group showers, you really do gotta like you everybody naked for real. It be like it's bad. Like it's no joke. Like you be sitting there, just it's not something people want to experience. But all that stuff, all the like. I tried to keep my nose clean in there and still got into 3 fights. I was playing basketball one day, this kid just punched me on my face. So what am I supposed to do? Sit there and get punched in the face? I had to fight back. And me fighting back caused me more time. But him hitting me was out of my control. But if I let him hit me and just sit there and took it, then all the other kids would have been like, he a pussy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't go like that. So it'd be certain like circumstances like that, and even like with school, like peer pressure. Like, oh, you don't want to go to school today? Neither do I. Let's go. Easy as that. But back to the locked up thing. I got out of Serbia, and the second time it was an eye opener because they had got me on like the last. I got out. Not last August, but the August before that, on my birthday, well it was July 16th, so 15 days before. I got out a day before my birthday, and I was like, I'm ready to turn 17 then. I was like, if I do anything bad, they're going to get me as an adult because I done had a felony from pulling the fire alarm over there. I'm surprised they even let me back in Madison. But you just gotta have a good mindset about everything positive. Even if bad things happen. People die. Anything goes on. Like when the fentanyl crisis happened, I had probably my cousin died. Well, I wouldn't say close friend, but like 3, 4, 5 people died just because some drugs. Littlest things, and it'd be the littlest things that will lead you up to that. Not going to school, hanging with the wrong people, doing bad things.
How hard have you had to work in the last couple months to get where you are right now?
Well, I wouldn't say the last year, 2 years, because I had to do that family therapy with Woody, but 4 hours a week I had to do family therapy, just because they thought I was an angry person. Last year, I'm not an angry person, but when I get angry, I mean, I'm sure. Have you seen me? Yes. I've seen me angry. Not, yeah, but
Just see red.
yeah, it's like I get the punch and stuff and all that. But like, I don't get angry often. Like it takes a lot, and that's like a lot of kids nowadays. Like, if you have a short fuse, you're not gonna get nowhere in life because you gotta have. No matter what, I have ODD. I don't like authority. I like to be on the same level as people. I like to, when people talk to me, I like the same respect back. Respect is earned, respect is given. You know what I'm saying? Both ways. But I'd like a lot of kids just don't like authority, and then it just goes from there. I mean, I wouldn't say I don't like authority. I just don't like being bossed around. But in life, you have to deal with that with anything you do. Jobs. Even the highest paying job, even the president gets told what to do, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know.
You got a story, man, and a lot of kids want to
Yep.
hear it. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
But
you're right there.
right there.
You earned it. Yeah.
You can do whatever you want with that videotape.
Does it feel good to you that we want to hear your story?
I've done told this story over
Did it feel good?
200 times.
Oh no. Does it feel good to tell it?
I mean, I like to think about it in my head because I ain't gonna lie to you. The funnest times of my life was in Serbia because we did whatever we wanted. I gambled every day. Staff brought in this stuff. Like, it was just like a playground. Okay, so imagine like this room right here, but there's just doors, and that's our room. It's a big door, and that door right there is a door that leads outside. But you're cooped in with a big fence. You can't get over it. You're not getting over that fence. And there's staff there like to restrain you to get the fighting. Like those, if you're outside, they'll slam you on your head. But if you're inside the cameras, you know they'll put you in the good restraints. But imagine that, and it's just a bunch of angry kids every day playing basketball. Like the routine would be like you wake up, you walk to breakfast, you walk to the cafeteria, you go to the gym. We only had school for 3 hours. When COVID hit, we ain't had no school because COVID. So we sat in there. And I said I was ready to get early release because COVID, but they did me bogus. They always do me bogus.
Well, we're not doing you bogus.
No.
You're graduating.
That's when you snap.
We might have not let you go to the senior brunch today.
I don't
but
I
we're
don't
sorry,
I
we let you.
don't care about half these kids in this school. I can't lie to you.
Right now, you gotta do what you've been doing.
Get back to
Take
work.
care of yourself.
Well, it's done. All I gotta do is tonight I'm gonna go down to my girls and do the rest of my math.
Great.
And then
Give me my form.
yeah, well Nick should be